on the beat.
Yeah.
Twice as nice.
Yeah.
I ain't even tripping, keep it real as rice.
Yeah.
Cross them over like my name Price. Going up with the price.
Yeah.
Shake them up like some dice.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I like
My
that little
boy,
beat though.
my
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Can I be real?
Hey man, sign me. Sign me.
You gonna leave me hanging? You gonna leave me? Hey, you just gonna buzz around like that? You know what I'm saying? And then just leave your boy on stuck like that. That boy,
Hey, man,
that's how
we
you
here,
that's
man.
how you feeling today?
Hey man, I'm having a great week.
Hey,
bro.
I can tell, boy. You coming this mug busting rhymes,
I'm
yeah.
having a great week.
So you
bro.
real like rice.
Man, I'm real like rice, bro. That real rice, you know, you gotta when you get that real rice, you gotta run it through that hot water like 4 times to get all that access over there before you cook it though. So yeah, that's the real rice. That's how you know it's real.
That's that real rice.
That's the real rice.
Real
Yeah,
rice. How everything been going for you, man?
Man, the week been amazing, bro.
Yes, sir.
We've been even though we've been snowed in.
Oh,
so boy,
hey, no, we've been iced in.
Yeah, we've been iced in.
Iced in.
Hey man, that's different, bro.
Nah,
so it feel good to kind of get outside. And bro, today was beautiful, bro.
Today's
been
amazing.
beautiful, bro.
Yes.
Which is crazy to go from a blizzard to, bro. Today been beautiful.
Yeah.
Bro.
Me and my son, we was driving today, and he was saying that he was like, "Daddy, just 2 or 3 days ago, it was ice on the road. Now it's nothing. The sun is out.
Welcome
you
to
can't
Texas.
even tell." I was like,
I tell you all the time, that's Texas for you, boy. That is Texas for you.
For real. You go with
man.
Wednesday, you got on a jacket.
Bro.
Thursday, you got on gym shorts and a tank top.
Bro.
Like,
Nah, definitely, bro.
in Texas,
But then,
man.
today was amazing though. How your week go, man? You got
Man,
even though
man.
besides being snowed in.
My week was a little challenging, but it was good though, man. You
Yeah.
know, the kids being out of school, because you know, Texas, Dallas, they shut everything down if we get a little ice on the road. So they shut schools down for the whole week. So having the kids there at the house all day long, eating up all the food, watching all the TV, sucking up all the fresh air, taking up all the heat, wearing all the good socks. You know,
Hey man,
but it was good though. You know, it was good, man.
Facts.
It was good, but you know, it's crazy. But because last week though, like really just showed me a lot and taught me a lot about parenting, right? Because I thought in my mind like, okay, once my kids get a certain age, you know what I'm saying? It's like all that trying to spank them and trying to, you know what I'm saying? That should be over with, right?
Yeah, not facts.
But it's some stuff that it can happen. Is like, hold on, you said facts. You said facts.
But
you said that a little dry, my boy.
Man, my little girl, bro, she.
All right, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So, you know, we all sitting around, you know what I'm saying, as a family, we laughing, we joking, we having fun, we having a good time, bro. And, you know, my kids, I let them, I wouldn't say they don't curse, but they say little slick stuff that is like, that was
like they know.
you know what I'm saying? And I might let you slide with. But, bro, my daughter had said something that was just like so crazy that it was just like,
give them a rope, they want to be a cowboy.
bro, somebody go get the belt, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like, for me, in that moment, bro, I was feeling like, dang, like, why do I want to whoop her so bad? Like, why do I let her get me so upset to where it's like, I want to physically.
So you believe in physical discipline? I
believe in taking anything that's close to you and chunking it at a kid if they're doing wrong. That's what I believe in.
Hey,
no, I was just playing, but I do believe in, you know, spanking kids, whooping kids, man. You know, like the good book says, spare the rod, spoil the child. You know what I mean? And you know, for me, because I grew up getting spankings, man. Like I grew up getting go out there and pick your switch off the tree.
That is some psychological warfare.
Yeah. It's trauma, right? To this day, man, I don't want no bushes in my yard or nothing. Like none of that, man. Cut all the trees.
Cut all of that.
All of them down, bro. We don't need none of that. Like for real, man. Because it is traumatizing, like to get spanked, but it's also it corrects you. Yeah. It gives you that reminder when you get in the tub.
Next time,
and that water.
Oh yeah, hey, it's gonna.
I ain't doing that anymore, no more.
Hey, it's gonna be the best sleep you gonna ever get to, though. Boy, that post whooping sleep, boy, it'd be lovely.
It's a piece of heaven. Yeah, in your sleep, crying in your sleep. Like, how you getting whooped and you sleep again?
So
man?
so you believe in your daughter and your son, whooping your daughter and your son?
Yeah, I mean, so, and this is like, so I started out spanking. My daughter's the oldest. I started out spanking my daughter. I ain't gonna lie, like 2, like popping her hand type stuff. You know, like no.
Yeah, let's okay.
3, it go to a little leg tap. 4, get that butt tap. By 5, 6, 7, 8, you getting a full out whooping, man.
Getting
you
the
know
time
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
that
Yeah,
belt.
it's time to go get it. But I haven't spanked my daughter in a long time. She's 14 now. I haven't spanked her. Man, it's been years since she was about 9. But when at the time when I felt like she needed it, yes, I do believe and I did spank her because for me, man, and being a first time, I use this as a joke. I say I'm a first generation parent. You know what I'm saying? Because my first child, I never had one before. So
yeah, no facts.
You know what I mean? It's a learning thing, right? So for me, I was like, I always wanted to I want to parent the way that I was parent, but give my kids different principles that I didn't get as a kid that I learned as an adult, right? So after I turned about 10 or 11, I feel like, why am I getting a whooping? You know what I'm saying? Like, this don't work. No, I'm finna go do the same thing again. Like, we already know we are.
Yeah, fact.
So for me, feeling like that at 12, I'm like, okay, my daughter,
she probably gonna feel that way.
She probably gonna feel. So I took the approach after a certain number of years, like, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit down, and it worked because I feel like because she got spankings early, it set that foundation of like, yeah, daddy don't play. Yeah. Like now I can just say something and she'll start crying. You know what I mean? Like, but for my son, he gonna get.
He'll boy though.
Man, he's gonna get it until he can't no more.
And I don't want to be like, well, man, me personally, bro, I don't care. I feel like it's a difference between a man and a woman. Yeah. A man has to be raised different from a woman. That's just how I see it. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's no equality. Mm-hmm. Crazy part, bro. Quick story. So we out there, we playing flag football, like a little Sunday little pickup game, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's these 2 females that came out there and played. And so we on offense, they on defense. Mm-hmm. And so one lined up in front of me on corner. I'm receiving. She lined up in front of me.
She checking you.
So man, I ain't gonna lie. I rattled her up real nice like too. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, hey, well, they want equality. Yeah. I don't see no gender. So you gonna get this work. And she came out here. Yeah. But it's just like it should be a different when it comes to like just everything, especially as far as raising. Like for me, like I get like, okay, cool, your son should get this. I feel like boys, bro. You ain't too many times you can just really talk to me. You gotta. I'm hard headed. You gotta go ahead and put that fire under me.
You gotta put some fear in.
Yeah, I'm a fool, boy. Mm-hmm. But I like my daughter. She's so sensitive, man. So it's like, why yell at her? She breaking down. I think she got like one good whooping from her mama. Yeah, one good one. Yeah. And she ain't never had to just really get none.
Say no more after that.
But I don't want to put my hands on her because I don't want her to feel like this how you get structured from a man. Yeah. Like, of course, I done popped her, like on the hand, growing up, I done popped on the hand, she get like a little, but as far as like
all
going out. All out, I can't, because it's just like, I don't want her to, I don't want to have to.
Yeah. But I'm gonna show you this. Like, so my daughter now, she will use that same thing that you just said against me. If I
ask you that,
I'll threaten her like, you better go sit down before I do. And she'll be like, so that's what you on? You want me to think it's okay for a man to put his hand on a woman?
Oh, she's
that's
smart
that's
boy.
What we doing, daddy. Now you taught me this and that, and here you come and treat me like
that's when your kids, baby. That when you got symptoms, go to your room.
That's all.
Go to your room.
You know what? You right. But you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. But I'm glad that, we even had that relationship
to have that conversation.
To have that conversation, man. Facts. But I think, I ain't saying I know it's because of the way not only me, but her mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, and her grandparents, her aunties or uncles, like that discipline that we had to instill in our kids, from a young age. But I'm telling you, man, that belt play a big part. That strap. I remember times where I didn't even have to do nothing. I pull that strap out. They get right.
I didn't got a whooping for not feeding the dog.
Oh, now see, now I don't just go crazy. See,
I didn't got a whooping for a phone bill.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been talking on the phone. How much was the bill, first of all?
I ain't gonna lie, that bill was like. That bill was up there. That bill probably about $100. But that's before now. Now you can call all day long. But that's when the
minutes and all that.
Man, hey baby, look, call me after 9.
Yeah, when you get the free minutes.
And then I'll talk to you on Saturday after that. But text message, you charge like 10 cents a text message. I'm a texter. I don't want to talk with no phone. I see a text. Man, phone bill like $100. I got
you should have got a whooping for that.
Well, I got one of them good old fashioned ones too, boy. I'm talking about.
You deserve that one. Now.
Yeah, I probably deserve
that. Not feeding the dog. I can.
Man, look, I'm telling you,
bill,
bro.
You costing money now, bro.
I'm
when you digging in them pockets.
But it's crazy. But is that only like a black thing though? Like whoopings? Cause let me say this. I feel like black people, we go overboard with our whoopings. I feel like Mexicans can go overboard with their whoopings too. But then you got your whites that I feel like they don't whoop enough. They don't whoop enough.
I mean, I say this, man. I think it's not to get too deep, right? But I think it's a conditioning thing too, right?
Over time, because in our history, we've been getting beat. Since,
you know what I'm saying? Since beating was a beating, like we've been taking it, right? And I think it's just passing down that trauma. Years over years over years over years over years, you know what I mean? And we passing it down even onto the level to like, even now, me sitting here as we talking about it, man, talking about it out loud. And if I could just be real, it's like now, even in this moment, knowing that I'm talking about this openly, I'm talking about it on camera, but my mind is like even shifting in this moment of like, dang, I can look at it from your perspective because I've been thinking this way about it for so long, you know what I mean? But having these open conversations and dialogue to even bring up that type of trauma and talk about it openly and candidly, you know what I mean? That's what's going to help us get past those moments of like not even want to have to use a tool or a belt or a switch to even discipline our kids, you know what I mean? To where, you know, we passing on those values and those morals and those teachings to where it's like, I don't even have to whoop you because I put in enough, you know, information into you to that I know I trust you to make a good decision. And I think that's what it boils down to, man. Like, I don't whoop my kids, and I don't think anybody get a whooping because they just bad kids. It's because they just disobeyed an order
at that moment
that someone that was in charge over them told them to do. And it's like in this moment of, okay, what do I do then? Do I whoop them? Do I talk to them? And then that's where you at now. And you know, 9 times out of 10 for me it's like,
man. So
we gotta take care of business.
Man, my pops raised me, man. And I ain't gonna lie, it killed me. Getting whoopings kept me out of a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Cause it's like a lot of times I done seen my homeboys do stuff, and they didn't been like off the hinges doing it to where it's like, bro, I see the mics.
No, you were
good. For him.
Both of y'all, but I was trying to be discreet.
Oh no, it's cool.
Hey, listen, brother. This is one thing we gotta say.
Can I be real?
We
gotta get out.
They already know.
Yeah.
Can I be real?
Yeah.
Man, pull y'all mics up, man. To y'all mouth, man.
So he said mine good though. It's his.
No, I'm saying like you can like twist it towards your face, but you can raise it up. I mean, honestly, from my perspective, it looks fine. Yours.
What about mine?
Sound wise, I'm good though.
Fine. Everything was fine. It's just aesthetically, I didn't like it.
Oh, okay. Wait, you mad sound? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's why y'all need to go ahead and come down to Love Deposit.
Love Deposit Studios. We not gonna. Hey, this camera, this my
producer.
Hey, we gonna get. They gonna get you right every time.
Every time.
Your visuals, your sound. They not gonna have you looking crazy, man. Because it's made with love, and that's what people. That's why I feel like if I love her,
don't say it. You better not say it.
I'm telling you, if you love, you don't. Man, I can't whoop my baby, right? I try to give as much love as possible, but not to make her too naive though, because I try to give it to where she understand that life ain't gonna go the way you always want to go. But I try to give her conversations because I feel like there was, for me in my household growing up. Communication wasn't a thing. It's either you finna get a whooping, and they ain't gonna. For the most part, it ain't finna be no talking to like, oh, well, this why you getting a whooping, and then after we gonna have a talk about this. Like, no, just hey, you know what you did? Boom, here go you whooping. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no
but
explaining.
I try to give my daughter proper communication so she can understand how to use her words properly, so she can understand how to communicate whatever she feels. Yeah. So for like how your daughter can talk to you, that's something I've picked up. Even from you, that's something I picked up, but it's like, that's what I want from my kids. Okay, look, hey, Daddy, I was doing this. This is why I did it. I felt like this. So okay, cool. Yeah. You smart enough, so I don't got to put my hands on you. Know next time we didn't raise you like that. You know what I'm saying? So you need to move a little smart. And I always tell, like, if you ask right now, hey baby, how was school? Good. I made good choices. Cause she know. Cause every time, like, hey, you make bad choices. Hey, you're not gonna have no fun. My baby, she a busybody. She like being in the street. She like to go to her granny house, a trampoline park. She like being her tab, her toy. So I gotta do. Hey, well. Hey,
we finna take something.
We finna take that, and it came too from. So of course, I used to work at Lousteria, and so they have a place in really any jail, prison system. They have a place called solitary confinement. The hole.
He said, "Doe."
So and there is. It ain't no physical. It's just you and yourself, you and your thoughts, you and your decisions, you and your choices. There's no. You get a mat. They ain't gonna be the prisons that you don't get no mat in prison, but in jail, county jail, they gotta give you a mat. So you get a mat inside your confinement, but there's no commissary, there's no visitation, there's no phone, there's no nothing. You get the normal food, that's it.
That's it.
So all that commissary, you get your visit, you get your phone call, that's out of there.
None of that.
And that will make you, hey man, I can't live like this. I need at least get at least my privileges. So I do the same with my daughter. Okay, well cool. If you want to act up, I ain't finna hurt my hand hitting you. Gone.
Say put it in solitary confinement.
Solitary confinement.
Doom, doom, doom.
Doom, doom, doom.
That's what we're gonna say every time. The hole.
But that's real though. That's real though. So it's like, so for me,
not to cut you off, but I think that's what works the best though. Yeah. Now, like at a certain age, when you take stuff away. Yeah. If I take my daughter's phone from her. Oh, she getting right. What teenager don't want
their phone, their technology?
They gonna take it all. So it's like, not to cut you off, but
finish
your point. But man, it's just crazy because even though as strong as I feel about spanking kids, and I don't see, and this, don't get me wrong now when I say spank kids, because it's a difference. It's a difference between spanking a kid
and beating the kid.
And I'm talking about beating. What they say, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you.
Beat the black off you.
That's different, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with none of that. You know what I mean?
I done had some good ones.
You know what I mean? But spanking a child for something they did wrong, taking, not trying to hurt them, and that's another thing, man. You can't spank kids when you angry or when you mad and upset, and it be a lot of times the parents got to realize they spanking the kids because of their own frustration. You mad because the light bill $400. You go in there and see that the refrigerator crack half open. You got paid and you gonna be a little short. And now you frustrated at the kids because the light bill super high. You ain't gonna be able to pay it all.
So you full of emotions.
So you full of emotions. First thing when you see them, they just get the wop wop. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if we take the time of just figuring out stuff on our end, you know what I mean? Making sure we good, making sure that we in a good place mentally. And that's why, like, even when I did used to spank my daughter, like, I wouldn't spank her mad. Like, I wait till I calm down, man, because I'm like, I don't want to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I never want to hurt my kids. Like, I want to scare you. Yeah, I want to make you. I want you to feel this, but I don't want to hurt you.
Do you think it is a difference in the way you discipline, but letting you explain it? Yeah. So disciplining your daughter and your son, it's a difference.
Yeah, I think it's a big difference. For me, I have more patience with my daughter. I don't know why. For some reason, I just got more patience with her. With my son, it's more of like, I just expect it because you're a boy. Like, if I give you some instructions, I just expect you to get it done already. Like, even if you may not know how to do it, but once I show you, once I tell you what to do, I give you those instructions.
You're supposed to know.
You're supposed to know after that. I think with my daughter, I'm a little bit more long-suffering. You know what I mean?
But do you think we, as men, we supposed to be brought up like that?
I think so, man. Because I feel like this, man. It's like, as a man in real life, right? If we go into the real world, someone gives you some instructions, they only gonna give it to you 9 times out of 10 one time. And you got one time to mess up. And you can be locked up somewhere, like you talking about, in solitary confinement. You got one bad choice, and you can be laying in the ditch because you look down at a text message and you ran off the road. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like in those moments of like, what do I do? What do I do? I feel like you just gotta trust your instinct, go with the flow, and just be open and honest, man. Even with your kids, like, and that leads me to like now where we are. My daughter, we sit down and we just talk, like about any and everything, man. And I love it, and it's so beautiful because it's like this my baby girl. You know what I mean? Like she's precious. Like I seen her come out the womb, and now she's 14. She'll be 15. You know what I mean? And she's it's get ready, man. I'm gonna tell you this though. So, do your daughter talk a lot?
Too much.
So get ready for
too much
non-stop question, answer, question, answer, question. And what I mean by that, she gonna ask you a question and give you the answer. Then she gonna ask you another question and give you the answer.
She asked me, what she asked me, bro. She just asked me, and it was over the we was snowed in too, bro. So I'm already like, man, baby, you doing a little too much talk. But I try to like let her get it out though, cause I don't want to feel like I can't. Like, so I try to tell her, all right, baby, like, all right, it's time to chill on the talking now. But she asked me something, bro. I'm gonna think of it too. But I'm telling like, no. So we was driving. It was like it's like Thursday, the snow kind of was going down.
It's kind of melting.
And so I'm like, we just trying to get out the house, just kind of move around a little bit. We had been snowed in, obviously. So we riding, and she like, Daddy, we not supposed to drive on ice. I was like, well, yeah, you right, but it's not ice outside. She's like, yeah, it is ice. She's like, I'm looking. She talking about the snow on the side of the road. I'm like, okay. So she said, the ice, we gonna crash. I'm like, baby, don't say we gonna crash. Don't say that. She like,
speaking into
well, mommy said we gonna crash. We drive on ice. I'm like, okay, well, she's not wrong, but there is no ice. Oh, yes, it is. I'm like, okay, well, your mind already made up, so I ain't gonna argue. You know what I'm saying?
But already know,
bro. And at 4, bro, and she's having them kind of conversations. So it's like I can only imagine 14 and 15, bro.
Yes,
I only imagine.
Yes, and especially like with all this new technology out. Everything that's going on, all the information is right here in front of their face, in their hands, man. It's like, it's crazy, man. I was reading something the other day though, and it said that 63% of parents in the United States believe that.
Alexis's MacBook Pro.
I'm gonna start from right there. We good?
We good?
Yeah, so bro, it's crazy. So I be reading, you know what I mean? I was reading the other day, and I ran across statistics that said 63% of all parents in the United States believe that it's okay to, whoop your kids, corporal punishment, you know what I mean? So as I was reading that, I'm like, so if so many people believe in spanking their kids and that it helps, why is it that it's so many kids that still like have behavior issues? And
I think they just not getting no love. A lot of them need a hug. A lot of them need some love, bro. And I feel like it's what stems from everything. They ain't getting no love at home because that's what you are. That's where everything stems from. Social media. What you doing it for? Attention.
Yep.
Attention is a lack of love. You know what I'm saying? It's just they're not getting enough love at home. That's why even when the statistics for a lot of murderers, they just doing it because they didn't been abused, molested. You know what I'm saying, at home, and I get it. So they don't. They lash out at authority figures.
Passing that trauma.
Yeah, they just passing on trauma. Hurt people.
Nah, for real.
So it's like, I just think it ain't enough love anywhere. A lot of people need some home cooked breakfast. A lot of people need some hugs.
Some sitting down.
Some sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tell them, hey, man.
But like growing up, when you grow up and you get that, because I got that growing up, you know what I mean? I got good cooked meals and, around family and, you know what I'm saying? Just had a good upbringing to where I was just around some good people all the time, you know what I mean? Where I felt love. But at times, it's sometimes even when you feel all that love, you can get into your own head and still feel like
too much.
Nobody love me. You know what I mean?
Too much anything bad for you.
Exactly, man. So it's like, in those moments for me, it's like not trying to isolate myself and put myself in a box where I'm just alone and where I'm just in a place where I don't want to deal with nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody, you know. And as a kid growing up, sometimes after a spanking, like I would feel like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, dang, like.
Well, that's probably the result of me getting a lot of ass whoopings. But it's like, to me, it kind of made me. Well, I don't know if that is a call with you saying that now, but it's just like naturally, bro. It's like I'm a loner. You know what I'm saying? I like being to myself, being in my thoughts. Yeah. That's where I figure out the most about myself. Mm-hmm. You know, I figure out the most about whatever I'm focused on at that time. Mm-hmm. I like being myself. For the most part, even when I was doing like the stuff with the, you know, like being out in the open, like, you know, doing YouTube, the car club, the car shows, like. Mm-hmm. They see when I pull up, I'm by myself. I don't like a lot of people being around me.
Solo dolo.
I'm dolo. I can listen to whatever kind of music. I can listen to the same song 10 times in a row. I keep putting on repeat if I want to. You know what I'm saying?
You one of them.
I'm like, hey, bro, back to back. I listen to the same song 10 times. I ain't got to worry about nobody. Like,
hey, because this you and here by yourself.
By myself. But it's being to yourself though, it do give you time I feel like just to analyze though. You know what I'm saying? To break down a lot of stuff. We got 5 more minutes? That's 5 minutes, that's 10 minutes. We stopping at 5?
We stopping at 5.
Man, so we're gonna get into these questions.
Man, listen, man, we stopping at 5.
Can I be real?
Director said, he said, wrap that up.
Yeah,
you know when they come out, all right, guys, you
wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
And they hit this.
Hit that. Hey, stop what you doing.
Stop what you doing, man. Hey, man. But we at the point now, man. We at the segment of the Can I Be Real moments, brother. Well, so, hey, today, man, you know, last week, man, you say you had a good question.
I got some good questions, bro.
What you come
man,
with this week,
our dog helped to get some good questions together, man.
Shout out to D2.
Man, shout out to D2, bro. Yeah. He had some solid questions, bro, man. First question, I ain't got to look at the phone. I already know it.
Yeah.
So, first question, my brother. Mm-hmm. Can I be real?
Can I be real?
I mean, are you satisfied or were you satisfied with the age you lost your virginity? What you say?
Boy, you crazy, bro. All right, let me get serious. All right.
So that first time.
I'm gonna say this, man. I wouldn't say if I would be satisfied or not satisfied. It's just like this was my first time. You know what I'm saying? You young. You know what I'm saying? You just like you excited.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be alive at that time, brother. I was just happy to be alive, bro.
Man, bro.
I was just happy, man. So you know, now looking back though, I say this all the time, man. You know, I wouldn't change nothing in my life. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's learning experience.
Everything was learning experience.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And during that time, man, you know, if I could go back and change some things, I would. You know what I'm saying? I would probably do some things differently. But I say that moment led me to where I am now. So you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I will say that I'm satisfied. You know what I mean? I'm satisfied. Yeah. But that's crazy, bro. Like, that's
all right, bro. That's all right.
So I got questions for you, bro.
Yeah.
Were you satisfied?
Hey, man.
When you lost your virginity?
I had off for a while, bro, like 11th grade.
Yeah.
Because I got a lot of whooping. So, man, this what I will say. Getting a lot of whoopings builds your awareness. Because for one, after a while, you start being able to kiss the belt. Yep. Boom.
He just started to kiss the belt.
And then, but then too, it make you aware of everything else that can possibly get you in trouble. Literally, bro, everybody I grew up with, as far as like my youth, middle school, elementary school, Part 1 football, no lie, they either dead or in jail. In jail, bro. It's probably a few of them that I know that's like this straight and narrow, but most of them dead or in jail. But it built my awareness. It killed me out of trouble because I was like, hey, boy, if I get caught and pops find out, boy, that is my ass.
Nah, for real. Bro, that's what when I hear you say stuff, and I tell you all the time, how you talk about your dad, That's how I want my son when he grow up to talk about me, man.
No,
I want him to regard me in the same way of like.
So it kept me alive. So I didn't lose my virginity. I was like 11th grade. I'm like, boy, if I come up with any babies or and then too, boy, you don't know what's going around here. Boy, they got some stuff the doctor scared of now. Boy, I ain't bush. Yeah, they got some stuff, boy. Hey, the shot ain't gonna help you, boy. Hey, the shot ain't gonna help you, boy. Now,
that's real.
So yeah, so he just, boy, I was just, hey man, I was aware of everything, bro. Anything they can cause long term problems. Oh boy, I'm trying to hold off long. If I can hold off long, I can. So I was 11th grade when by the time I, you know, so I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
That's real.
But I was lying though, like everybody, you know, you have to love tape, you know,
everybody do that.
Yeah, I'm in 9th grade. I'm like, yeah, man, I went on knocked it down, but I ain't done nothing.
Hey, that's you. That was you last night in the restroom. You know what I'm saying? Reading your favorite magazine.
Hey man, oh, God, but yeah, man. So I was cool, man. I was cool with my time, bro.
Nah, that's real, bro. That's
man.
Real,
I got one more for you, bro.
Okay,
I got one more. So, in the event that, hypothetically, right, how do you feel about a co-parent disciplining your child or a child, a co-parent discipline child?
Man, see, it's hard for me to answer that, right? Because as a father to my kids and active, you know, I know how I get sometimes. And I have to go back and apologize. Like I done went back and apologized to my kids, like, on how I talk to them. You know what I'm saying? And how I'll say something to them. So I think for me, bro, I feel like unless we got that understanding, the dad, you know what I'm saying? The man, me and that man. My wife is, well, she won't be my wife. She won't be a wife, but if that wasn't a situation, you know what I'm saying? They will have to be together for a while. You know what I mean? My kids gotta trust them, but just right off back thinking you gonna come in and at this point, bro, it's like my kids old enough to where, my kids old enough to where I ain't even put my hands on them like that. So nah, nobody gonna do it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And
then on the flip side, if my kids were younger, I still wouldn't with the sober. So my question, it'll be no, bro. For me,
facts.
Nah, bro, it'll be no.
But you know what? It's some people that feel like if your kids are staying under my roof,
and I'm paying for their food, I got the right to whoop their butt.
I got the right. You know what I'm saying? Which and it's like, and that's why
I got that understanding. But for me, if I was, I would be like, nah, you can't do that to my kids.
Yeah, fact. Because it's like you said, like you just never know. A person can just, I'm like we just talking about, they just not in their right state of mind at that time. They just go get the lashing off. Now I gotta go bury you somewhere because you didn't hit my kid too hard. Especially like I said, I got a daughter too. I'm not having that.
Bro, I was in a situation, you know, a little bit about my little story, man. So when I was 14 years old, we was in an unfavorable situation with our living conditions, right? My mom had a boyfriend that was, you know, pretty abusive, man. And one day, dude, literally, like, we got into an argument. So I wake up one morning and he like, get up. I'm like acting like I don't hear him. He come in with a paddle about that long, like, you know what I'm saying? Just swinging. Boom, I hop up, kick it out of his hand. I hit him. We get to tussling. He grabbed me, throws me to the window, and then throw me in the floor. Glass just break everything. I'm laying on the ground, man. So because I experienced stuff like that, that's why I'm so involved in my kids' life. So it would never be even an opportunity for somebody else to be in their life. For them to get that kind of treatment.
That is facts.
So when I see stuff like now, cause it's some good stepdaddies out there, bro. Like it's some amazing stepdaddies out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's also some that ain't. They just there for the mama.
Yeah, that's a gamble.
And they don't care about the kids.
No, facts.
So it's like you can either put them in. You don't like. It's a gamble, bro. It's a gamble, and that's a dice I'm not willing to throw out there.
Yeah, I ain't rolling that dice. I ain't rolling that dice. Freedom is nice, and I ain't trying to get put in the hole.
Doom.
Bro, hey, man, can I be real?
Can I be real, bro? This been a good one, my brother.
I appreciate you, bro.
That's a wrap, Jay.
Yeah, man. If y'all want to drink y'all some, what's this here?
That?
This This more wet. Champagne right here.
Pop bottles.
Oh, yeah, we popping bottles.
Oh, it's a celebration.
Yeah.
It's a new year.
Yes,
Oh,
It's a new year.
you know what we celebrate, bro? We didn't say it. Bro, it's Black History Month.
It is Black History Month. We should have some. Well, this bottle is black too.
Yeah.
Nah, we need to have a toast.
Yeah. So
We ain't got nothing to drink. I ain't got nothing but some Gatorade.
I got some water in the car.
You got some water? Huh?
Yeah. Let's toast to the good life.
I replace the bottles in Moet. Fuck it.
You replace. Man, let's pop it.
Man, we ain't gonna pop the bottles, man. I'm just messing with you, bro.
Man, we'll pop it.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I can't do that. Nah, I don't, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If I drink, cause I don't drink like that, but when I do, it's either gonna have me one of two ways. It's gonna have me sleep, or it's gonna have me live. I don't need to be asleep, and I don't need to be live.
You need to be live and direct.
Can I be real? Yeah, you gonna be forget. I ain't gonna be forgetting that.
I'm the one that's talking about stock. I'm the one that's talking about growth. They ain't never got shit to say, but they the ones that's talking shit the most. I'm the one that's talking about debt, making sure you can never go broke. These niggas just show you how to hang. I'm the one come confiscate the road. Make ways I can probably shake your boat. When they flooded the game, I made a moat. Made Black Boy Joy and gave him hope. Want bars and songs, I gave him both. I've been appointed position, the person that probably gonna lead us away. They killing niggas for profit, no profit, the future is needless to say. They sell our fashion and culture and then resell it, the shit that we made.